it's Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, I'm excited to show you a birthday card made with a new set from Stampin' Up. So if you're ready, let's get started. This Sprinkles of Life set is adorable and very versatile, and it comes with a coordinating punch. And with the sale of each of these sets, Stampin' Up! Will donate $3 to the Ronald McDonald House Charities. So you're helping out there too with the purchase of this set. But for today's card, we're going to be making a cupcake and a birthday card. And I'm going to start and show you the base. I have a Watermelon Wonder, a new in color, cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. I have a piece of the Cherry on Top Designer Series paper stack cut to 4 by 5 1/4, and then I took this piece that is the reverse side of this pattern and cut a 1 1/2 by 4 inch strip there to make an accent border. This stack comes in a 6 by 6 squares, so you can get plenty of use out of it for your card making. And then I tied a Cucumber Crush dotted lace ribbon border there to separate the two patterns. So let's work on the cupcake. I have a 2 1/2 inch circle that is punched from our watercolor paper, and I sponged around the edges with Watermelon Wonder. And I have the little basket or the bottom of the cupcake, and I'm using another in color for the bottom, which is Tip Top Taupe. And I'm going to ink that up, and I'm going to stamp it here on the bottom directly on the circle. Okay. And then I'm going to take my aqua painter and just bring a little bit of the water down onto my handy dandy rag and just blend some of that color there into the white part of the image. It won't make it too dark, but just enough to give it some color. Okay, let's let that dry. And I have another piece of watercolor paper here. And I'm going to take this, which can be a cupcake top, an ice cream top, or even a cloud. And I'm using Watermelon Wonder. I'm going to ink that up and stamp on watercolor paper. And then I'm going to go ahead and punch that out. Just slip in this coordinating punch. And we'll set that aside. And then I'm going to do some watercoloring here. So let me take the aqua painter again. And I want to clear off that Tip Top Taupe color. I've squeezed some of the water down into the well and just let it run out to clear it. And now I'm pulling some of this Watermelon Wonder ink from the stamped image into the cupcake icing. So it gives you a really pretty dark outline, but then you can pull in the color and not make it quite so bold, but it's really soft and pretty. Okay. Now, excuse me, I am going to put a candle onto the cupcake, and I have a little piece of watercolor paper, and for this I'm using my Stampin' Right markers in the new in colors. This is Cucumber Crush, and then I have my Crush Curry, which is another color in that paper stack, and I am going to give it a yellow flame and a green candle, and then stamp it onto watercolor paper. And then I'm going to take a blender pen because it's a much smaller area, and then the blender pen has a little fluid in there on the tip. It's moist and pulls that color in. You just scribble off to clear it and then switch colors. And then I will cut that out to use on my cupcake. But first, instead of just gluing it on top, I want to insert it. So I'm taking just a hobby blade. You can use an X-Acto knife, and you can even use a sharp pair of scissors. And I'm just going to cut a little slit right here. And then I have my candle cut out. and I'm just going to slip that bottom in. It's still a little wet, so it's not wanting to cooperate with me, so let me get a little bigger of an opening. It is good to let these images, after you've watercolor, let them dry a little bit before you manipulate. Okay, there. And then I have a little bit of a glue dot on the back, and I'll kind of fold in those edges so it doesn't show past the side. And then I'll just stick it on the top. And then use some Stampin' Dimensionals to make it pop up just a little bit to add to our cupcake. Just like that. Then, if you want to add a little sparkle, I'm taking my Dazzling Details. You could also use a little two-way glue pen and some Dazzling Diamonds. This is just easy and quick, and you'd want to let this sit aside and dry for a bit before you attach it to your card. I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's cut at 1 inch by 4 1/4, and this is our new banner triple punch. It'll cut a 1 inch banner, a 1 1/2 inch banner, or a 2 inch banner, and even a smaller 3/4 inch. You could line it up between these two markings here. I cut my paper just a hair thinner than the measurement here, so this is just a little bit less than 1 inch, and I slide it in there, and well, need to open it, Lisa. Slide it in, and you can see back where it's hitting there and punches a banner. And there I have a piece that's big enough for my sentiment, and let me show you what I've done. I used You Are the Sprinkles in the Cupcake of Life, and they have some little sprinkle stamp image, and I used Watermelon Wonder, Crushed Curry, and Cucumber Crush, and I stamped off twice. You can see my little post-it note where I didn't do a really bold color. You see the Watermelon Wonder there is very dark. Well, I stamped it off twice. I inked, stamp, and then I applied it to the paper so it wouldn't overshadow and be too bold for the sentiment. So let me show you the finished card. Here it is. I've attached the sentiment here at the bottom. I used a 1/2 of a tea lace doily behind the cupcake just to add some interest there. And on the inside, I put a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Whisper White, stamped Happy Birthday, and put that little confetti sprinkles on the inside again. I hope you will give this set and these cards a try. Look for more from this set from me. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it the thumbs up, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.